And all here, I'm welcoming you all the students for our virtual class. So today, our lesson, we are going to learn about the formation of state of Maharashtra and which factors are responsible for the formation of state of Maharashtra. We are going to learn in this lesson. So students, here after we got the independence, when we got the independence, there was a demand on a large scale for the reconstruction. Reconstruction means we got the independence, fine, but there is also the demand that the state should be formed as per the people's language. So by considering the Sanyukta Maharashtra movement, the Sanyukta Maharashtra movement gets started on 1946 onwards. Okay, students. Then later on, after with huge circumstances, with a huge lots of efforts, finally we formed the state of Maharashtra on 1st May 1960. The state get formed. So, by forming the state of Maharashtra, there is a beginning, that there is a background behind it, that on 20th century the various scholars they express that your separate state should be there who are speaking Marathi language. Okay, but language in 1911 that we have learned that the Britishers has done the partition of the Bengal. They have done the partition of the Bengal, so that by considering this, N.C. Kelkar, they said that the entire Marathi speaking people should be under one dominant. How that Bengal, mostly in Bengal, all the Muslim peoples, they are under one dominion. So that's why Britishers, they accepted the divide and rule policies. By considering this, N.C. Kelkar, they wrote that entire Marathi speaking population should be under one rule. In the same way, Lokmanya Tilak was also, they said that the construction of a state should be based on their languages. But at that time, in 1911, the main agenda was that we should get an independence, that we should get an independence from the hands of the Britishers. So that's why they didn't get such kind of the importance, the words which was used by the N.C. Kelkar and the Lokmanya Tilak. Then later on 12th May 1946, when on 12th May 1946, the Sahitya Sammelan at Belgaum, which is near to the Karnataka at Belgaum, an important resolution is passed regarding Sanyukta Maharashtra. Sanyukta means what, students? All united at one. So they have decided this. Then later on, what started? Sanyukta Maharashtra Parishad gets started. This time Parishad means assemble. So that on 28th July, Maharashtra Ekikaran Parishad was called in Mumbai. In that at Mumbai they have called this Parishad, and Shankarrao Dev was the president of this Maharashtra Parishad. And in this, what they have decided that all Marathi speaking people, they should be included in one state. But in that state, what is included? Mumbai. Because it is decided that Mumbai was not a part of the Marathi people, but in this Sanyukta Maharashtra Parishad, they have decided that in that state, Marathi speaking regions of the Mumbai, it is also included central provinces as well as the Marathwada and the Gomantak. This one is also included. In which Parishad they have decided on 28th July. That Parishad was held, and that Parishad was held at Mumbai. Then later on, Dar Commission has come. So in that Dar Commission, when it was established at that time, the Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of our assembly. Under his leadership, the chairman Justice S.K. Dar, they are from linguistic provinces. Linguistic provinces means that a particular region can be formed on the basis of people's language. So that linguistic provinces, then on 10th September 1948, when 10 December 1948, the report of commission was published. But in that commission, they have not mentioned the separation of the Maratha state. So that's why this Dar Commission is not fruitful for the formation of the state of Maharashtra. Then later on, JVP committees. JVP committees means three ministers committee. So J stands for Jawaharlal Nehru, V stands for Vallabhbhai Patel, and P stands for the Pattabhai Sthiramayya. These are the name of the ministers. So they studied in this JVP committee, they studied for the creation of the linguistic provinces. They have started to study that. But in 1948, the JVP committee, they have this report suggested that the concept of the linguistic state is not possible at that time, because before that time that we have learned that there is a various states where there is a Hyderabad, then the problem of Kashmir. It means the Vallabhbhai Patel, what they have decided that whole India should be united. There were no French powers, foreign power should be in the India. So it means that it is very important that all the parts of India should be united. That was the main agenda in front of the government. So that's why they have decided this time was not proper. So as per this report, the Maharashtra was against this report. Okay, Maharashtra was against this report. So during at that time, Senapati Bapat, they arranged of various rallies under the proposal of the Sanyukta Maharashtra in Mumbai. In municipal corporation, they arranged various rallies, and even in the assembly, in the municipal corporation, they started to take the votes. Out of 50, we got the 35 votes that Mumbai should be a part of the India. That others were decided that Mumbai is a bilingual, it's a bilingual state. So we can call that as a bilingual state. So the others, the Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti, they have decided that no, Mumbai is a part of the Maharashtra. So in JVP committee means is the name of the ministers. As per they study the condition of the creating of linguistic states, but that was not the proper time to discuss this committee said, because there are a lots of issues in front of the India. So they first of all they have to resolve that problems first, then later on. So whatever the report has come, the Maharashtra was against us that. Then the Senapati Bapat organized various rallies to awake the people, and the Acharya Atre, he got passed the proposal that Mumbai should be a part of the India. Then later on, Commission of the Reconstruction of State. In this, as per this, one commission has started, was appointed, and on 29 December 1953, when a commission for reconstruction of state, it is constructed, the commission get appointed on 29th of December 1953, under the chairmanship of Sir Syed Fazal Ali. Under their chairmanship, this commission gets started. When this commission presented whatever the proposal of this commission, they have presented on 10th October 1955. And as per this proposal, the creation of the bilingual state. This proposition is a bilingual. It means that they have made a proposal that in a reconstruction of state, what point should be considered. So they have considered that the Mumbai state, it is advocated, it's a creation of the Mumbai state. Then later on, Nagpur Pact. Nagpur Pact in 1953. So what is written in the Nagpur Pact, that the Marathi people of all the regions started to one state. They started to make an one state. So all are gathered in a Nagpur and they make a sign. That is known as the Nagpur Pact in 1953. So according to this pact, what is written in the pact, that the Samyukta Maharashtra, they have informed that in Maharashtra, what is included, the western part of Maharashtra, Vidarbha is also included, and in that Vidarbha, Marathwada is also included. It is written in a Nagpur Pact. Pact means it is a kind of the agreement, or suppose even if you wanted to give a suggestion and you all are writing a letter and below that you all are signing, that is a. So as per Nagpur Act, in Maharashtra included the Western Maharashtra, Mumbai, but obviously Mumbai, Western Maharashtra and Vidarbha along with the Marathwada. Then in 1956, there is an article of 371. It was included that there is an assurance should be given for the financial provision for the development, because if we got the separate formation of the Maharashtra, if we got, but it is necessary to give a financial provision, finance for technical and other various types of education. Then the state government services in a particular region is accordance with the population and assembly session, because whatever the services are there, government services are there, it should be gone to that particular area as per their population and how much people get assembled there. Take the example of just currently that the government is providing a various kinds of the vaccination. So they are providing a vaccination as per the number of people in that particular area. Okay, so that it is written in a Nagpur Act. So in Nagpur Pact, what is written? That the Marathi people should come in a one control, in a one state. It includes the Western Maharashtra, Vidarbha and Marathwada. Then also they should give assurance after the formation of the Maharashtra. They should give a financial provision for the development, technical, vocational education, and for the other purpose. Then later on, in Nagpur Pact only, the struggle of Marathi people, they have started. Why? Because they wanted that Mumbai should be a part of the Maharashtra. so that the meeting was held at the Kamgar Maidan. And this Kamgar Maidan, which is in Mumbai. The Kamgar Maidan, which is in Mumbai. So at that time, Shankar Rao Dev, said that the Maharashtra, Mumbai is a part of it. And the separation of Mumbai is not acceptable till their last breath. So students here, I am there, students. So just for setting. Okay, student. So here the struggle of Marathi speaking people still it began. Why? Because they want that the Mumbai should be a part of our Maharashtra. And the Shankar Rao, they said that they are opposing the separation of Mumbai till their last breath. Okay, then later on. Means we cannot even think of that they because in Mumbai the bilingual states were there and the peoples some peoples are opposing that the Mumbai is not part of it, but the we the Marathi speaking people wanted to include that Marathis Mumbai in a Maharashtra. Then the emotions of this demand people took in the form of the various agitation, and whether it is a women's are also spontaneously means so actively they participate in it. And the women are the Sumati Bai Gore, Ismat Chuktai, Durga Bhagwat, Tara Reddy, Charushila Gupte, Kamaltai More, Sultana Johari, and in such a way, others women, they also took a part in this agitation, in this movement. No, that now we wanted to include Mumbai in Maharashtra. Then later on 7th November 1955, the meeting of a various labor organization, communist, Praja Socialist, and various workers' party, they come together and they participated in this meeting. And in this meeting, who presided this? The Shripad Amrut Dange. Shripad Amrut Dange presided this meeting, and SM Joshi, they make an revolution that Mumbai is a part of Maharashtra and it should be included in Maharashtra only. Then later on, because here everything it is on the paper, the peoples are making rally, these and that, but the actual conflict gets started. And there whatever the discontent, dissatisfactions among the Marathi speaking people, day by day it was growing. So for this, a great march, it is led by the Senapati Bapat, and that great march was taken in the Vidhan Sabha, and Morarji Desai was the chief minister at that time. Means firstly, we are the part of this one, Gujarat. Then at that time, Morarji Desai was the chief minister. So we went to the Vidhan Sabha, and there the government declared a ban such kind of the march, so that the police started to make a lathi charge, and even they use a tear gas also. So on that evening, open meeting as called on Kamgar Maidan, and here the peoples, near about 50,000 people get 50,000 people get assembled in a Kamgar Maidan. So to accelerate this struggle, the Sanyukta Maharashtra movement on 21 November 1955, the decision of one day token strike was taken, because we all taken a decision that all the people should be united and the formation of the Maharashtra. Okay, students. Now the next one is the establishment of the Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti. Because if you wanted to make a struggle, you need one Samiti, you need one organization. So under that organization, we can gather various people. So in the same way, whatever the issues for the demand of Marathi speaking people, they started become complicated day by day. Whatever the discontent amongst the people, it spread throughout the state. Then later on, 6 February 1956, meeting was held under the control of the Keshav Rao Zede at Tilak Smarak Mandir, which is in Pune. And the Samiti declared there the council, means who are the included in the Sanyukta Maharashtra. And the Amrut Dhage, sorry, not Dhage, Dange, sorry. Shripad Amrut Dange, he was the president. Then Dr. T.R. Narwane, he was the president. S.M. Joshi, he was the general secretary. And the G.T. Madholkar, he was the general secretary. He was selected as then Acharya P.K. Atre, Madhu Dantave, Prabodhankar Keshav Thakre, then Y.K. Soni, they played an important role. These members, they played an important role for the establishment of the Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti. Then later on, at the same time, Senapati Bapat, Kranti Singh Nana Patil, Lalji Pense, Ahilyabai Rangnekar, all they immensely took actively. They have participated and they have included themselves only in this Samiti. They did their work so spontaneously. And even this movement gets spreaded rural parts of Maharashtra. What? Because normally all this such kind of movements get the movements were there only in the various section, but allow now the rural. This movement gets started in a rural part of India also. Okay, then later on, when it is decided, then it is declared that the Mumbai will not be included Maharashtra. At that time, the huge people, there is a discontent among the people, so that the people, 106 people lost their life because sorry, because the state government did the open firing on them. Because what happened, they have decided now the Mumbai is not a part of India, not a part of the Maharashtra. So all the people get their discontent among them. By considering this, the state government gave an order for the open firing. And in that open firing, 106 people, they died. 106 people died in that moment. Then because 106 people lost their life. So by considering things, we built one, we build one kind of this, we build this Hutatma, students, we build this Hutatma Smarak, because the people, 106 sons of Maharashtra, they become martyred. means they lost their life for the formation of the Maharashtra. So that this Hutatma Smarak was erected in Mumbai. And where in Mumbai? In Flora Mountain. So students, see why when I was teaching you the sources of history, so I told you that it is a modern sources of history, because whatever this event get happen, it happens in a modern period of history. So this one, it is comes in a physical sources of history. I guess students, you have an idea about it. So that in 1st November 1956, bilingual Mumbai states came to an existence. See, on 1 November, they have decided that Mumbai is a bilingual state. Then in 1957, Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, Mumbai Municipal Corporation, at that time election held. And in that election, Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti got a various grand success. A grand success means they win. In Lok Sabha also, there is a majority of members in a Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, and even a municipal corporation. They got a grand success, so that the whoever the ministers in the Vidhan Sabha, they opposed, the voters were against in the bilingual state in favor of the Samyukta Maharashtra. See students, in civics we have learned that if we wanted to pass any kind of amendment, you need more than 75% vote. The people should be there. So then later on, that laws can be implemented. Am I correct, student, that we have learned in a civics? In the same way, they have decided 1 November 1956 it's a bilingual state. But in 1956, 7 elections were held, and in that elections, the Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, municipal Mumbai Municipal Corporation, the Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti, they got the grand success and they opposed for it. Then later on, the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, they came to our state for the opening of the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who was mounted on a horse on Pratapgarh on 30 November 1956. At that time, the members of the Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti, they know that at that time the prime minister was the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and he is going to came in our state to the inauguration of this statues of the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj on a Pratapgarh. So that they have decided that they are going to make a huge demonstration, and that demonstration, it was under the leadership of Bhai Madhavrao Bagal, S.M. Joshi, N.G. Gore, Jayant Rao Tilak, P.K. Atre, and all such kind of the various leaders get presented there. And even the Samiti, they met to the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. They put their agenda in front of them, and whatever the conditions and sentiments regarding the formation of Maharashtra, everything they put in front of the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Then the central government, their central government was, they are the favor for the formation of Maharashtra, because the lots of agitation has done by the Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti. So at that time, Indira Gandhi was a president of the Congress. She is the first lady prime minister of our India. So at that time, Congress Congress were ruling the central government. Okay, and the president of that Congress was the Indira Gandhi. So central government was in favor. Then the central government, they have consented, means they gives and permission that Maharashtra and Gujarat, these are two states. First, we are the part of the Gujarat. Then later on, it is decided that the Maharashtra and Gujarat are the two part. Then in April 1960, the amendment, the act was formed. Act was formed. As per that act, students, as per that act, that Maharashtra state was formed. Maharashtra state was formed on 1st May 1960. 1960. Then at the early in the morning, dawn means in the morning, 1st May 1960, there is a special ceremony at a Raj Bhavan, and on the occasion of the Labor Day, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, unofficially they have announced the formation of the Maharashtra state. So in the same way, 1st May 1960, it is on this day the state of Maharashtra get formed. And the Yashwantrao Chauhan they have accepted the responsibility of first Chief Minister of Maharashtra. So who is the first Chief Minister of Maharashtra? The Yashwantrao Chauhan. See students, here the one more point I am going to explain, that there is a greatest contribution of the Marathi newspaper. It is a Marathi newspaper. In the Marathi newspaper are the Prabodhan case. The Marathi newspaper are the Prabodhan, Sakal, Navakal, Navyug. These are Prabhat. These are the such newspapers. And this newspaper, they are making the work to awake the people. Means various that we have learned about the Navakal, Sakal, Kesari, Prabha. These are the names. These are the names of our Marathi newspaper. And this newspaper awake the people. This newspaper awake the people, and this make an important role in a Sanyukta Maharashtra movement, so that the Balasaheb Thackeray took a pen, name the Maula. They take a name Maula, and they make a movement in a very comprehensive way. That then later on the Lok Shahid Annabhau Sathe, Shahir Amar Sheikh, Sahir Gavkar, they awake the people. They awake the people by their writings, because Marathi newspapers were there, which are that Sakal, Navakal, Prabhat, Prabodhan, Kesari. These are the names of the newspaper. And from this, we mean the members, they started to awaken the people. Then the Lok Shahir, Annabhau Sate, Shahir Amar Sheikh, Shahir Hassan Gavkar, these are the people, they are awaking the peoples in their writing. Is that students, we didn't got the state of Maharashtra in a very easily. The various people, even the 106 people, they sacrifice their life. And all the people, they are struggling. And this struggle, after the independence, we made a struggle of the 13 years. And then later on, we got the permission for the formation of the Maharashtra state. So students, here we have completed our lesson.